Hey, beautiful people. It's your girl Rocqi, your revolutionary hippie from LifeIsRocqi. Whew! Welcome to another Rocqi's Reflections. All right, so where the hell have I been? Because I was posting consistently for a little bit, and then I just fell off the face of the earth. Well, my fiance was studying for his clinical exam for licensure. So that meant he was scaling back his video editing for the It's So Real podcast, the podcast that we co-host together, right? So that being said, we're trying to get monetized on our podcast YouTube channel. So we have to post every day. This is a reminder that we still need to post today. But because of that, I was recording more content for the podcast YouTube channel. And that shit is really draining. I'm not one of those to post every day, to just be on screens and to share myself with the world. Like, I already do a lot of that, you know? And then not only am I putting myself out there, I gotta receive all types of shit, you know? So sometimes I do not have the energy or capacity to continuously put myself in that space. Like, I just like living and enjoying my life because my life is fucking amazing. So, side tangent, I'm a little high. Anyways, so I was recording content for the It's So Real podcast YouTube channel, and I did not have capacity to do both. I tried for a little bit, and then it went off. So therefore, yeah, I was doing that during that time. My baby passed his clinical exam and is now officially a licensed marriage and family therapist. That makes 2 Black HBCU educated and graduated licensed marriage and family therapists. Let's get it. Ow! So I'm really excited about that. I'm really happy for him. I'm really proud of him. Like, he's been on a journey longer than I have been, because he was a year ahead of me in school, and he was practicing in New York. And when he came to California, he had to leave. He had abandoned all those hours because it wouldn't transfer over. So he legit had to start over when he moved here. And at that point, I had already been working some, you know? So I'm very proud of him to get to this point. All the work that he's had to go through. So then after that, he was, taking a breather. And again, I was focusing more on the podcast, but now he's gearing back up, into being able to video edit our podcast episodes for our YouTube channel. So that means that I can turn back my focus to LifeIsRocqi. Whew. And it feels good. It's a real podcast. It's a different energy. Just in, that's my sarcastic, I don't understand the ignorance of some, kind of thought process. Whereas especially in Rocqi's Reflections, I'm literally just reflecting in my own head. It's not about my audience in that moment. It's really not. I have these thoughts in my head, and sometimes I need to get them out. I'm an external processor, so this helps me. I rewatch my videos to pay attention to the things that I was saying, It really helps me with my memory as well, because it captures that moment, It's hard for me to pull it out of thin air. If I have something to pinpoint it, it helps. But know yourself. But yeah, so I'm excited to get back, because this is where I can be with my own thoughts. I'm not reacting to anybody else's, which I do, Rocqi's reactions on the It's So Real podcast. I'm not with my partner doing the episode together. I'm just literally with my own thoughts, and I'm not. And then with the podcast, we're talking to people. We have an audience. Whereas here, I'm literally just with my own thoughts. those who can connect with it, those who can find wisdom in it, those who can find strategies in it. I love it. Those it can speak to, because I know I felt very isolated and alone when I came into my light. And it was only when I started speaking out that I found like-minded people. And I was like, oh, I gotta keep doing this. And then I also like shine light on somebody else. They felt isolated and alone and was like, I'm thankful and all that stuff. So that's why I keep doing it. But the purpose of it is for me. It's for me to reflect, and yeah, I found people find wisdom in my reflections. I'm trying to understand, I'm trying to make sense, I'm trying to better myself, I'm constantly trying to grow and improve. So understanding myself is key to that. And in my transition to Manifest Realities Happiness Coaching, I'm gaining more confidence in myself. Because like my happiness coaching program, it's different than a lot of other life coaches. Like in the way that the format of how they structure the sessions, specifically because I have skills training, and then specifically because it's in specific areas. Like I feel like that's a really good niche. And I do see some people have it. Like there's this one, I think, feminine success coach that has a program, and I definitely want to take it, but I cannot afford it right now because I'm transitioning. So, but yeah, like I was doing the strengthening self-love skill set. I'm still working on it. And I'm like, yo, this is some good ass information. Like if you was really about your shit and was like, I want to fucking level up. I feel more grounded in my healing. I didn't process my trauma. What's next? Like, yo, it's some good ass information and some skills and strategies and like how to put that shit into effect. Like, I was like, yo, I'm sitting on something here. I'm sitting on something, okay? So I'm really excited about, like, yeah, when I can have other people in my program, and honestly, they put the work in and they just apply it. Like, it's literally what you have to do, just apply it. I'm giving you the information, the resources, I'm giving it to you. All you gotta do is apply it. Because it's worked for my life. Like, when I tell you I've created heaven on earth and I be in my fucking bubble, chilling, loving, enjoying life. I was walking down outside today and I was like, I love my life. I love my life. Because it's great. Like, I never knew this shit was possible. For real, Because I didn't see it around me. People were unhappy in the relationships. People were unhappy in the work. People was just unhappy where they lived. Like, it was just a lot of unhappiness. And I was like, can we be happy though? Yeah, it should be wild. But yeah, so I'm excited about finishing up that. And then like once I do make this transition, I have more time. So that's when I can get started on the having healthy relationship skill set as well as intentional parenting. And I'm definitely going to spin that intentional parenting into a fucking group. Let's get it. I'm excited for that. Yeah, I'm really excited for that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really excited about that. But yeah, like I just want to help people become the best versions of themselves they can be. And I have to accept that a lot of people aren't willing to do the work to make that happen. That's a hard one. It's hard. And that's why car going by. And that's why radical acceptance is skill set 1 in building esteem. Because in order to get to happiness at the end, you gotta accept some shit in the beginning, okay? Like, it is not all sunshine and daisies and roses, okay? It is not. There's some tears, some sweat, some blood, maybe. Shit. Feels good to just be in my room. And just slow down. You know, I think that's what Rocqi's reflections really help me do. Helps me slow down and just be still. My mind is always racing. It's just what I gotta do. Or just thoughts. Like, it's my mind be going. Oh, I'm also high. And I know, yeah, I may have ADHD. My partner mentioned it as a possibility. And I was like, I could definitely see some shit. Because, like, my need for stimulation is very fascinating. But my mind be racing. And it slows it down. It helps me focus. Which is why I usually record Rocqi's reflections when I'm high. Interesting. But yeah, that's when I'm like, you know, if I gotta do some work, like after I finish recording this, I'm probably gonna work on my happiness coaching program, because I'm like, it's all positive love and energy shit. You know, feels good to be like investing in that and learning myself as I'm doing the program, and then knowing that this is to help somebody else, you know. Like, my life is fucking nice, man. It's fucking crazy. It's fucking wild. Oh, so my Becoming a Feminine Woman series. Yeah, I was putting gifts on our wedding registry earlier today. And yeah, I'm really like getting into that feminine role, man. And I never, imagined it. I never saw that coming, because it was so shamed. And then again, I didn't see the positive impact of that with my mom. So, but I like taking care of my man when I have the capacity. So like today, he went for a long ass walk and he was hungry, and I wasn't home. I went to the store with a roommate, and I was like, yeah, I'm not home. I can't fix you nothing, you know? But if I was home, then yeah. And then like the other day, I realized, this was a great reflection. Man, I haven't been reflecting. Side note, I haven't been journaling as much because I've been able to sit with my thoughts. Even though I'm an external processor and journaling helps, I've been able to sit with my thoughts more. But I'm also realizing in this moment, I also started doing Rocqi's reflections and recording myself. So I no longer needed to journal. I just needed to record. Note to self. What the fuck was I saying? What was I saying? I don't know. I hope you're finding some enjoyment, some wisdom, some something, you know. I don't know if y'all saw that. Right, my fiance. I'm high, y'all. Anyways. So yeah, the other day, he got home from the gym and was hungry. But he got home hella late. And I was like, well, I was going to fix you something to eat, but I got to go to work. And I'm recognizing more and more, like, if I'm working, I don't have as much capacity to take care of him. I really don't. Which is also why I'm going to be primarily with the kids the first 4 years of life. Well, 5, technically, because they go to kindergarten and 5th. But yeah, like, we may put them in at 4, get acclimated and shit. But yeah, I see how the dynamic of the like 50s and shit worked. Because, and not worked in a good way, just worked in a being able to manage life way. Like if someone was home with the kids, they're getting that, developmental learning, that bond, that connection. And then someone's able to cook. Now, I will say cleaning is not within my capacity. So I need somebody to help me with that. And if my partner can't help me with that, that's where another partner or hiring help comes in, because I don't have the capacity for that. Like, I feel like that's another job. Cooking, I can do because I enjoy that. Cleaning is just one of the motherfuckers, like, it need to be done, but I don't enjoy that shit. So, yeah. I could definitely see how you can split up the home jobs. Like, that could be 2 jobs easy. Like, somebody cooks and cleans and then somebody else is raising the kids. Like, 2 jobs smoothly. Like, but then you also need multiple incomes, So I was watching the Roommates podcast, and one of his guests was like, it's expensive to be alive. And like, she was fucking right. Why the fuck do we pay rent to live on this earth? No other species pays to be here. Pays with money that actually doesn't mean anything. I'm just saying. It is a piece of paper. It is part of a tree. That's it. So yeah. Life feels good right now. I feel like I'm on the right path. I feel like money is coming. Just got to be consistent and keep putting effort and energy into it, and it's a matter of time. So I'm glad that I can get back to recording content for Life is Rocqi. My probably trajectory is that the podcast gets monetized first and then it spills over into Life is Rocqi, because I have a playlist of Life is Rocqi on the podcast YouTube channel. So hopefully people find it. But yeah, I need to record for me too. Not just, always be consuming other people's thoughts. Because it's a lot. It's a lot of negativity, Jesus. It's a lot of negativity out there, yo. I wonder if I've been recording this the whole time and it's been on Bluetooth. So, any sound. Ha! We'll see. But I think that's it for today, because I'm going to work on my presentation anyway. Thank you so much for listening. Tell me in the comments below, like, did you resonate with anything? Have a similar experience? Did you learn something? Reflect on something? Yeah, let me know what your process is. But I'm excited to be back. It feels good. It feels really good. Remembering this moment, it feels really good to just do my own shit. Yeah, it was time I transitioned out of therapy. It was time. Which is wild, because I didn't see it happening, but it was time. But all right, beautiful people. You have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Peace and love.